Okay, guys, the under 66 kilogram category at Abu Dhabi, we have Rafael Mendes, who took third place in the featherweight division of the 09 Mundials against Rubens Cobrinha Charles, who took a gold medal at the 09 Mundials.
And you want to talk about a rivalry. Woo! These guys have a rivalry. I mean, that match in the Worlds was pretty close. Referee's decision. I'm sure a lot of people thought that Rafael could have easily won that. These guys are Rafael got disqualified in the Pan Ams because of his outside leg position, and that he was winning that fight.
Very
Cobrinha,
controversy with that leg.
Yeah, a nice arm drag, the single leg by Cobrinha. Beautiful technique.
Very Marcelo Garcia.
That was
He's
awesome.
latched onto a guillotine, narrowly escapes.
That was awesome.
That was great. Beautiful. Very quick. I love these size guys. The action is nonstop. Now, to my knowledge, neither one of these competitors have been in Abu Dhabi yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's both first-timers here, so should be both in the finals, which is pretty good for their first time through here. Cobrinha taking down Rani Yaya, and Rafael Mendes taking down Leo Vieira.
Yeah, and Rubens also took down legendary longboard world champion Joel Tudor to make it to the finals, who's been making some great headway on the international scene. Great jiu-jitsu competitor.
He certainly is. Actually finished Rani Yaya shortly before Abu Dhabi in the
and Megaton,
Brazilian
if I'm not incorrect.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Stellar accomplishment.
Yeah. And how about Rafael Mendes? 20 years old. Whew. He's 20 years old. You know, he doesn't necessarily look like he's 20, but he's 20.
A great career ahead of him.
Yeah.
Same thing. Nice to a single.
Beautiful arm drag single that Cobrinha's using. 2 takedowns in a row off. Oh, nice sweep right into the what?
It's very tight head and arm.
Now we've got a head and arm triangle. Darce, Anaconda, Danaher, whatever you want to call it.
DRC Danaher.
It's head and arm triangle choke, regardless of what you want to call it.
Now is Cobrinha trying to get out of bounds here?
Yeah, that is tight, and I believe he's feeling that. He is there. He's out.
Oh, that looks to me to be a narrow escape.
Yeah, that was on. I believe Cobrinha might be seeing some stars.
I'm seeing stars, and it wasn't even on me.
Me too, because I'm sitting right next to one.
Thank you very much.
If we could get a tripod sweep here. This is an easy tripod sweep try for Mendes. Let's see if he tries to nail that. Yep. Oh, we go for the heel hook.
There we go. On the legs again.
Now here is what I'm talking about. This is an illegal leg position in the as far as the IBJJF goes, but this is my favorite heel hook position right here. That outside leg loop through, tons of pressure on the knee.
Now, what does Cobrinha need to do to keep this from getting on?
Cobrinha needs to free his knee. So see how he's spinning, but his knee isn't free. He needs to push Mendes' legs down like he's trying to do now and free that right knee out of those hips.
Now, if you're Mendes, do you prefer the figure 4 of the legs and then underhooking the far leg, or legs separated?
Either one is great. Figure 4 kind of protects your legs a little bit better, I think. But as long as you have that hook on those far legs, you know, he could switch it to a steering wheel or a toe hold right now, too, which is pretty brutal. Look at this pressure on Cobrinha's knee.
And is he going to get the hips? And he's going
that is a brutal position on the knee, and I love it. I think that should be totally legal in the black belt division. As you know, heel hooks, fine. If you want to take away heel hooks, whatever. But I think that leg position should be legal to do toe holds, to do to sweep people.
I agree 100%. I'll even go so far as to say heel hook should be legal in black belt division.
I'm a real fan of that leg position. It makes that bottom position really a very dangerous position again.
Now the scramble, Mendes comes up on top for a millisecond, and they're back in the conventional Mendes Cobrinha position of 50-50. Take a single all the way out of bounds again.
Beautiful. A little sweep by Cobrinha, but it means nothing at this point of the game. Except for bragging rights.
Now this is what happens. Look at the crowd and the grandstands for the finals of the most prestigious grappling event without a gi known to man. And they hold it in a location like that, and not a lot of people show up to witness.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
It is. Thanks to the Budo guys, budovideos.com, for putting this on film for everybody.
So we can all get an opportunity
We all
to see
get
it,
to
because
see.
it's a shame, you know, a tree falls in that forest and nobody hears about it.
And as always with these two, we're getting an exciting match right off the get-go, very evenly paced. Right now, I'd say the wrestling edge is going to Cobrinha.
Now, why would you say the smaller guys tend to be more leg-oriented? Because that certainly seems to be the case.
You know, it probably goes back to where in the gym they have to use their guard a lot more. They have to use their legs a lot more than the bigger guys. They find themselves in the back a much higher percentage time of training. So that's where they get their comfort, and that's where they get their confidence early in their training. And I think it kind of translates right over to their competitions. Nice arm drag single leg. He has been almost beautiful.
The same position again.
And
Latches
he's locked
onto the
up
head.
that head and arm choke. That is looking tight.
Oh, and he's bent his head down. He's still got leg control. This could be over right here.
This is pretty tight. Cobrinha's right arm is saving his butt right now. If you can see, he's keeping that elbow open. If he keeps that elbow wide, he's all right. But
This
oh
could
my.
be over right here.
Now it's on. That's very, very tight.
Cobrinha could be in a heap of trouble right here.
Yeah,
he may
he
be
could
asleep. No.
He is in big trouble. Mendes needs to keep walking to his right. Referee checking to see if Cobrinha's
see
asleep.
if there's a pulse.
Whoa.
Cobrinha, no, I cannot believe that. Now, did Mendes make a mistake by unhooking the leg?
Yeah, I think he could have kept that leg stepped over, or even turned that into a top position from there. Kept walking around, turned it to the top, and finished from the top there.
Whew. I'll tell you, that's going to make
was-
Cobrinha think twice against an arm drag drop to a single.
Yeah. He had 100% success with that until then, and then Mendes found the timing and
Man.
hit that head and arm triangle.
Now, that's a lot of arm pressure for Mendes. Let's see what portion of his gas tank was expended on that position.
Yeah. He might be a hair tired right there. Now he's probably going to need to recoup. He probably put a good bit of energy on that. That looked like it was going to finish Cobrinha. Good leg work, keeping those legs in the middle by Mendes. Not allowing Cobrinha to have double underhooks.
I can sense a little bit of frustration on both participants' parts.
Yeah.
That's a lot of action in pre-scoring period. That is a lot of action.
That's what I'd like to see. That's
We'd be in the double digits points wise if they were collecting at this point.
Yeah. I think that's what the creators of Abu Dhabi were hoping.
And now we got Cobrinha trying to launch on the head.
Well, right away.
Opts for a single all the way out of bounds.
Yep.
Gets the takedown. Going to reposition that to the center. We're still inside of points, so it's all free on the scoreboard.
Yep. Jockeying from position, and that is Mendes had that left leg free, so
Now is Mendes going to shoot that leg through in grapevine again?
yeah, maybe Mendes is taking a small little breather here. Looks like his legs are just keeping his legs in really nice position on the inside. Cobrinha seems to be putting the pressure on now. Good leg work. Mendes just keeping his legs nice and free.
That's frustrating leg work to get a pass. I love to see it at this level.
Nice leg work by Mendes. Takes a little breather. It's his composure.
Cobrinha pushing the action.
Yeah, he certainly is now. He must feel Mendes is
reached the tipping point.
Yeah, getting a little weakening a little bit.
I gotta say, Mendes is looking jacked from this final too.
Yeah, he looks noticeably bigger than Cobrinha. Now maybe we'll see a little ankle pick. Again, right there, he could, if Mendes doesn't careful with that right foot, if he gets it out there a little bit larger there, a little bit more in front, Cobrinha had a nice little ankle pick. Mendes is being a little lazy with his head position. Ooh, nice foot sweep.
The timing wasn't perfect, so it required a little more effort on that. More like a low tie kick, but
beautiful collar tie to an outside foot sweep. It was really nice. Maybe that's what Mendes needs to wake up a little bit.
And he looks to latched on that leg.
Yep, he's got a calf slicer.
Trying to go out
right,
the back
bear
door.
trap. We call this the bear trap up there. So, nice bear trap. It's almost guaranteed that you're going to sweep the guy in that bear trap or be able to get that foot, and there it is.
Or it's finishable with hip control.
Big fan of the bear trap.
I am too, after you showed it to me. Wasn't a big fan when you hit it on me every time, and I didn't know what it was.
It's really a painful sweep, calf slicer, and
combination nastiness.
Yeah. Now Cobrinha's got his own foot lock attack potentially going on, and now we're in 50-50. Let's see what happens with 50-50 when heel hooks are allowed. Mendes does a good job of sliding out of there.
Now we get an opportunity to see Cobrinha's bottom game.
He's trying to suck that arm in on that far side. Mendes's right knee's keeping him safe right there. Nice creative leg position. He's going to get to the top with that. Yeah, but the Mendes seem to
out of bounds again. We're going to reposition. Cobrinha is anxious to get the game started
He's
again.
Gonna walk Mendes to the middle.
Yep. He's going to probably snap down and go on that neck again. Mendes is slowing the game down a little bit now.
Yeah, he really is. Starting
He
to
may have gone a large portion of his chips in on that head and arm.
Yeah. He's got a good heel hook position going on. If he can thread that left leg, there it goes. Great position. Get that far leg hooked. I'd like to see him figure four his legs right now. Cobrinha did a good job getting his knee out of there.
I got to tell you, Mendes has got some great leg work.
Yeah.
He's got great guard retention.
He's doing an excellent job of keeping
and he's inverted the latch onto that leg again.
Yep. Right into 50-50. Let's see if he chooses to pass that outside leg over. Uses it to sweep. Now Cobrinha's in on the same guard.
That's why they call it the 50-50.
Yep.
Sweeps right back to the same position.
He's going for the heel hook, though. That's a really great idea. Oh. That thing is on.
Woo! All the way out of bounds. Now, what do you think about this? When you roll all the way out of bounds, do you
Yeah, I think there needs to be something done. There needs to be